Hey guys, what is up? My name is Lynan and welcome to the Jersey Zone. So today I wanted to continue my Jersey History tier list series. Today I'm doing the Dallas Stars, which is also going to include the Minnesota North Stars as well. Now this video might be a little bit long and I apologize for that, but there was a lot of jerseys that I wanted to get through in this video, so I'm just going to get right into the tier list here and I'm going to try and get through everything as quickly as I can. Okay, so we're into the tier list here, and as you guys can see, there is a decent amount of jerseys here, and a lot of them are North Stars jerseys as well. Like I said, there's a lot of North Stars jerseys that I kind of want to talk about because they changed their look a lot during their time, and I didn't want to leave all of them out or a good majority of them out, so I have them here. Let's get right into talking about them. Now, their inaugural season jerseys, I actually didn't include the 1967 to 1968 jerseys. I'm going to show it up on screen here, but I didn't want to include them in the tier list here because there's a few jerseys that are really similar to them that I like just a little bit better, so I decided to go with the jerseys that I like just a little bit more, just to make it a little bit easier on myself. But the first jersey that I'm going to have on this tier list is their 1968 to 1975 home jersey. This jersey I do like a decent amount here, but I am going to put it into the B category, or the B tier I should say, not because I don't like it, but just because there's a few other Minnesota North Stars jerseys that I like just a little bit better. So in the context of the other North Stars jerseys, it's just a B for me, but I do still think it's a decent looking jersey. Now for the away jersey, they did actually change it a little bit for that 1967 to 1975 era. During the 1968 to 1969 season, they had the same jersey as I have right here, but it just ended with green cuffs instead of having the white there. And then the jersey that I have here is the 1969 until 1972 jersey, and then after 1972 until 1975 they went back to that green cuff jersey. I wasn't a huge fan of the green cuffs. I didn't really like them as much as I do with the white cuffs here, so I decided to go with these ones. But this is another jersey where I like it. I think it's a fine looking jersey, but I do prefer other North Stars jerseys above this one. Now where I want to rank it, I think I like it just a little bit less than the green. I think the main green works a little bit better than the white, so I'm going to rank it just behind that home jersey there. And now let's move on to the 1975 to 1978 home jerseys. These jerseys are once again kind of like the previous jerseys where I don't mind them. I think they're all right. I think they could use a shoulder yoke, but I do like the double striping, so I like that a little bit more than the previous era of jerseys, but I wish they had the shoulder yoke. I think that would have made it look a little bit nicer, but I still prefer other North Stars jerseys above these ones, so I think I'm going to rank the home one here. I'm not sure if I like it more than the other ones. I think I do. I think I'm going to put the white jersey just above the previous white jersey. Now with this away jersey here, they actually didn't start wearing it until 1976, and then they wore it all the way up until 1978. But the jersey that they wore for 1975 to 1976 is very similar to this, just the collar was a little bit more yellow than it is in this picture. So once again, it's a very, very minor change, something that I want to mention, but something that I don't need to include in the video. So once again, I do like the double striping just a little bit more than the single striping, so I'm going to put that one just ahead of the other green jersey. Now let's move on to the 1978 season, and at the start of that season, the Cleveland Barons actually merged with the Minnesota North Stars here. Now I did already do a video on the jersey history of the Cleveland Barons, as well as the Oakland Seals and the Golden Seals and all of that, the California Seals, the whole bunch of names that they went through. I did a video solely on those two teams. Technically, I could have included them in this video because they are still kind of part of the same franchise in a way, but it would have been way too many jerseys, so I just made a video on its own with those two teams. So if you guys want to check it out, like I said, it's in the playlist in the description. But with that being said, let's start off with the 1978 to 1981 away jerseys here. Now I do think these are an improvement on the other jerseys. I do like the yellow stripe and then the white stripe on the jerseys, and I like the shoulder yoke with the little white stripe at the bottom of it. I do like that a lot. I think it is a very nice touch, but once again, there are other Minnesota North Stars jerseys that I like just slightly better, but I am going to put this jersey into the A tier. Now moving on to the home jersey, once again, this jersey is actually the 1979 until 1981 home jersey, not the 1978 one. The only difference in between the 1978 jersey and the 1979 jersey is just that little stripe underneath the shoulder yoke. That wasn't there during the 1978 jersey, so once again, it's another jersey that is very similar, and I prefer this one, so I went with this one. And for me, the home jersey, I actually think I do like this one a little bit more than the away jersey, so I'm going to put the home version or the white version ahead of the away jersey. I think I just like it just a little bit more. Now we can move on to the 1981 to 1991 home jersey here, and I do like the addition of black on this jersey here. I think it makes it look really nice. I think it makes it pop a little bit more. I do like that addition. The only thing that I don't like is that they removed the shoulder yokes and they added just the same logo to the shoulders, just the Minnesota North Stars logo to the shoulders. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. I much prefer the shoulder yoke and just leaving it at that. If they were going to add some kind of shoulder logo, I would like it to be just a little bit different. Something, I don't know, even just if it was a star, just a regular star, I think I would have liked it a little bit more. But just copying and pasting the logo onto the shoulder, Not a huge fan of that personally. So for me, I'm going to put this one just behind the other two jerseys here. I do still like the addition of the black. I think it really makes the jersey pop. But personally, I just don't like the addition of the shoulder patches being the same as the main logo. So that's why I'm going to have it where I have it. Now we can move on to the away jerseys. But with these jerseys here, it's actually the 1988 to 1991 jerseys. So there is that 7-year gap that I haven't talked about. But in that 7-year gap, the 1981 to 1988 away jerseys, the jerseys were very similar to this one right here. So I didn't want to include it. But on to the 1988 jerseys. I love these jerseys. I think they are absolutely fantastic. These are the perfect Minnesota North Stars jerseys in my opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think they are absolutely perfect. Once again, the addition of the black works really, really well. I like the shoulder yoke and then the double striping underneath the shoulder yoke. I think that looks fantastic. This jersey here, I absolutely love it. Like I said, perfect Minnesota North Stars jersey for me. So I'm putting this one into the S tier. I love it. Now let's move on to the 1991 to 1993 jerseys. And with these jerseys here, it was pretty heavy foreshadowing that they were going to move cities here. Obviously, there is a big change in the logo itself and just the colors, and it was a big change for the Minnesota North Stars. So we have these jerseys here, and I do like them a decent amount. So for me, I think I'm actually going to put these ahead of the B tier Minnesota North Stars jerseys. I like them just a little bit better. So this is the home jersey here, I should say. And then for the 1991 to 1993 away jersey, I actually like the black. I think I got a little bit ahead of myself. I do like the black a lot more, but once again, it's that striping that goes from the shoulders here all the way down to the arms. I really like that striping a lot. I like when teams do that. So do I like it more than the black? That is a good question. I'm going to put it right behind the home jersey. It's very close. They're both very, very close. I like them pretty much equally, honestly. Now, in 1993, when they moved to Dallas, they stuck with the same uniforms. The only difference being is that they added the Texas State shoulder patch there. That was the only change. I didn't feel like I needed to include it in this video here. But the next jerseys, the 1995 until 1997 jerseys, are also very similar, but they did change a few other things. Those things being is that they made the striping a little bit bigger, and they also added the Dallas font above the stars there. So I guess I could include these since these are still the first jerseys of the Dallas Stars, and I thought I should include them. I do like the bigger striping. I think it works just a little bit better. And I also do like the word Dallas above the stars personally. And I also like the addition of the shoulder patches in comparison to the Minnesota North Stars one. So I'm just going to throw both of these just ahead of the Minnesota North Stars jerseys, which, like I said, very, very similar. Now let's move on to the 1997 until 1999 third jersey, which is this jersey right here. Now, obviously, I'm sure most of you guys know this also did become the home jersey in the 1999 season, and it was the home jersey from 1999 all the way up until 2007. So this one lasted a good amount of time, and I think it is very reasonable because I absolutely love these jerseys. I think they are fantastic. They look so good. I love just the star kind of outline striping. I think that works absolutely great. It's a very neat looking jersey. Obviously, I have the away jersey on here. I really do like these jerseys a lot. I actually do think I like them more than those Minnesota North Stars jerseys. So I'm putting the third jersey that was turned into the home jersey there. And then for the 1999 until 2007 away jersey, I think I usually like away jerseys more than home jerseys, but in this particular instance, I think the home version just works a little bit better. I think the white just kind of makes it a little bit harder to read the stars and the logo and everything like that. And I think the black just looks a little bit nicer. So I think I'm just going to put it right behind the home version here. I like both of these jerseys a lot, though. Obviously, I have the away jersey, so I still do really like it. Now, let's move on to the 2003 to 2006 alternate jersey, the Mooterus. I love this jersey. I have it up behind me here. I really, really love this jersey a lot. It is stupid, it is ugly, and I am here for it. I love it. So for me personally, I know most people probably won't agree with this, but I'm putting it into the S tier. It is a stupid jersey. It's just one of those stupid jerseys that I absolutely love. I love the dumb jerseys. So if you think it is a D tier or even like an F tier or anything like that, I understand, but for me personally, I just love these stupid logos. I love the stupid jerseys. I think they're a lot of fun. They're so unique. They're so cool, and I love it. Now let's move on to the 2007 to 2013 home jerseys. I really don't like these jerseys. I'm just not a huge fan of word mark jerseys. If you guys have watched some of the other videos in this series, you would know that of me, but I really don't like these jerseys a lot, not only because it is a word mark, but because it has the number underneath as well, and I just really don't like that. It reminds me a lot of like football jerseys or jerseys like that, and for me personally, personally, I'm just not a huge fan of those types of jerseys. I prefer the team crest in the middle and the team crest being on the front. I just like that so much more. You already have the number on the back and on the two arms there. You don't need another one on the front. It's just really not for me. I'm really just not a huge fan of these jerseys. I don't mind the striping and everything like that. Like, if these jerseys had a logo, I think I would like them a decent amount, maybe be a little bit bland, but I wouldn't hate them. But for me personally, I really don't like these jerseys. I'm putting them into the D tier. I just don't, they're just not for me. And now with the away jersey, the 2007 to 2011 away jersey, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, where it has the primary logo instead of it being the word mark. And I think it looks a little bit better. It does still have the number on the front at the top right there. I know Buffalo has done that in the past, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't hate it, but I don't really like it that much. I would prefer it not to be there. But like I was saying before, it is just kind of bland. It isn't fantastic, but it's just kind of boring to me. So I am going to put it at the bottom of the B tier. I don't hate it, but it's not going to go into the C tier for me. It's just it's all right. Now let's move on to the 2008 to 2010 third jersey here, and this jersey will end up actually becoming the away jersey after the 2010 season all the way up until 2013. In the 2010 season, the away jersey and the third jersey, so this jersey here and this jersey here, actually ended up switching spots, so this one became the third and this one became the away. It's a little strange, and then they got rid of this one after that season ended. But yeah, with all that aside, this jersey here, once again, the exact same feelings as I have with the home jersey. It's bland. It's just uninspiring to me. I really just don't like it. I think I like the black jersey more than the white one, so I am just going to put it right behind the home jersey here. I'm just really not a fan of these jerseys at all. Now let's move on to the Adidas jerseys. So from 2017 all the way up until the present, they are using these jerseys. Now, obviously, I did skip a couple of years there. I'm not including the 2013 until 2017 home and away jerseys because they are literally the exact same jerseys as these ones right here, just with a little bit of a different color there. Now, in most videos, I would include those, but the reason I'm not including them here is because this video is already going to be super long, so I didn't want to include them. With these jerseys here, I just think they're fine. I don't really mind them. There's nothing really hugely special about them. I think I like them more than the old North Stars jerseys in the B tier here, so that's where I'm going to put them. I don't like them more than these jerseys up here, though. I like the black and the white a little bit more. But with that being said, I do like the away version just slightly better than the home version, so I am going to put that one right above the home jersey, and yeah, that's where I'm going to have those. Once again, I just think the Dallas Stars jerseys are fine. I don't think they're overly special. They're nice, but they're nothing out there for me personally. Now let's move on to the 2020 Winter Classic jersey, or the Sturs jersey as some people call it. I really like this jersey a lot. I think it's really neat. It's a lot of fun. It's very Dallas-y, Texas-y. I don't know how you want to kind of describe it as, but I do really like this jersey a lot, actually. I think it is, like I said, a lot of fun. So I am going to put it into the A tier here. Now, I think I'm only going to put it at the bottom of the A tier. I do like this jersey a lot, but I am going to put it behind those Minnesota North Stars jerseys. I do still like it, though, a decent amount. Like I said, it's just a lot of fun. It's a little bit different. And I also kind of just like the way that the logo is made as well. Now let's move on to the 2021 Reverse Retro. And this jersey here is very disappointing because obviously I really like the jersey that I have on, which is what it's kind of based off of, but it just really doesn't work for me. There's a lot of things that I'm just not really a huge fan of. Once again, something that I have like a sort of complaint with this one is that it does slightly blend into the white here. It's not that bad though, but with this Reverse Retro, at least from just looking at it in pictures and everything like that, it looks really bad. It really does blend in a ton with the just everything else of the jersey, and it's just too much white. It's a lot of white, and they even added more white to the uniform, which I actually didn't mind as much when I actually saw the uniform as opposed to just seeing the jersey by itself. But I am just ranking the jersey by itself, and yeah, just for me, I would have liked it just a separation at the bottom there, either adding a black or adding a green or just adding something else other than just white after the striping there, or maybe just not having it be a white jersey and maybe having it being the green, and so that the separation behind the logo is just a little bit easier to see. Yeah, so just for me, it just really doesn't work, but I am going to put it into the C tier because I do still like the thought of the jersey. Like I said, it's based on this one, and I really like these jerseys here, so with that kind of in mind, I do still like the idea of the jersey. It just wasn't really executed well, in my opinion. And now we can move on to the last jersey, the 2021 third jersey, and man, This is quite the jersey to end on. I really, really like these jerseys a lot. I think they are a ton of fun. I haven't seen them in person, and I know that like the coloring kind of looks different almost based on every single picture that you see, but I kind of like that, and watching these jerseys in person is just so fun. It literally just looks like a rave jersey. It just looks like a lot of fun. I really do want this jersey eventually. I am going to get this jersey eventually. I'm waiting until it goes on sale though. I know some people really don't like it, and that is completely fair, but it just reminds me a lot of like glow in the dark mini putt. So, and I really used to like that as a kid. So for me, brings back good memories. I do really like this jersey a lot. I think I even like it more than the Moonerus because I do think it's almost stupider than the Moonerus. So I'm going to put it right there. It's my number 2. This is a weird tier list now that I'm looking at it, but I guess that's just where I'm going to have it. So yeah, there we go. That's my tier list there. Like I said, it's a little bit of a weird one, but it is what it is. So yeah, that was my tier list there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on my Instagram and my Twitter at the Jersey Zone YT on Instagram and at the Jersey Zone on Twitter. Links are in the description down below. But like I said, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.